Grayscale is freaking out right now. They are having a really tough time over the last few days, and they are kind of calculating. They are trying to manipulate people into staying, and it's quite interesting. I want to talk about that. If you don't mind, hit subscribe, turn on the bell notification underneath the video so you can see future video just like this. Now I will leave a link to my Binance account under the video in case you want to trade cryptocurrencies on leverage. Like in a bull market, this is typically the best time to trade on leverage because you can make a lot of money now. Of course, we are going to experience pullback, so be ready for this. That what I kind of like doing short-term low leverage positions that have stop losses, and then in addition to that, I do long-term low leverage plays as well, which can be really good. Those are the ones that will pay off a lot of long-term. Like I have several of that, or still hundreds and hundreds of percent that I opened up a while ago, and it's easier to write out the volatility with those longer positions. And now I will explain really bad situation that happened with leverage to someone else. You just how you don't want to play leverage later in the video. But again, you can check out the link to Binance underneath the video. There's also a link to the coin W as well. In case you want to trade there, they have a future and they have spot trading. We know Grayscale had a massive day yesterday. A massive day of selling $600 million plus, leaving their ETF the largest single day outflow from an ETF in 15 years. Today they had another massive selling day, negative $444 million on 319. Grayscale lost another 6,800 Bitcoin today, which is about 2% of their BTC. These are massive outflows. I mean, they lost $1 billion or $1 billion in the last day, and that's $15 million annually in fees that they just lost. Now that ETF, I think we set up this way with these high fees because they had a massive amount of Bitcoin, right? They had at that time, I think it was around the high 20 billion range of Bitcoin in terms of AUM. And it's around a similar point today, but they have a lot of Bitcoin. Basically, the price of Bitcoin has gone up. They have lost a lot of Bitcoin, so it's evened out to about the same amount of AUM. So they are getting the same amount of fees, but this is a very short term. Thinking from them, the reason is BlackRock is very close to surpassing Grayscale in terms of Bitcoin. Now BlackRock has a lot less in EU, a lot less in fees. Because they charge 17 the fees, something like that. So they make less from their ETF ads rather than Grayscale, but they can put it in other funds. And this is something I have talked about. Like they have come out and said that they are going to put it in the strategic investment opportunities fund or strategic income fund, a global allocation fund, and those funds have like 8% fees, and when they put it in there, they get double the fees. So if Bitcoin grows, let's say Bitcoin goes and double well the amount of AUM that was put in those funds into the Bitcoin ETFs double as well as, so then they get the 18% fees on all that new AUM. So it can be quite attractive where maybe they are going to make more even with those lower fees than Grayscale. And Grayscale thought too short, and they thought this was a cash cow. They can even print money. These people will not leave because they are stuck here in the market. A lot of people have left. They have lost about 40%, I believe of their Bitcoin since these were approved and now they are trying to walk it back. They're trying to lower their fees. It's really interesting. This CEO came on TV today and said fees on their Bitcoin ETF will drop over time after overflow hit 1 billion. 1 billion Grayscale CEO told CNBC on Monday that fees on their flagship Bitcoin ETF will come down over time, softening and earlier stance defending the cost above the market average. They said only on that they had been giving investors ways to access Bitcoin for so long that they were the most trusted product. I don't trust them because their parent company is in financial trouble. So I would much rather put my hand on dollars into a Bitcoin ETF from Fidelity or BlackRock than something like Grayscale. It's just safer, and the fees are 17 as well. There are some ETFs that have said that and they don't have any fees for the next year. So they are calculating. They are trying to manipulate you like, hey, I know that you have to pay us a lot today, but at some point in the future we are going to lower the fees, so don't worry about selling right now. And we are just seeing massive outflows. So it's funny how short-term their approach was. Really shows you got to look longer term in Bitcoin. Even if you are someone that's supplying a product in Bitcoin, don't just try to make as much money or as possible. Take a long-term approach. Think about it, because if they had come with a 2% fees, I bet you that would not have even had outflows. So some people would have sold and gone into Bitcoin ETF like BlackRock and Fidelity, but there would have been some people actually putting money in GBTC to they would have said, well, Grayscale already they have been around for years. I will just put it there. If their fees were competitive, but they're not, so people are moving somewhere else.